Welcome back to yours sincerely, Sona. Today I am sharing a gentle lesson from scriptures, not as theory, but something that I am trying to apply practically in my everyday homemaking. As I go through my usual homemaking, I remember a lesson that is repeated over and over in the scriptures: to sincerely do our duty without being attached to its results. Results in homemaking cannot be truly predicted. Sometimes a meal may turn out different to plan. A clean space may not remain that way for very long. Our efforts may be noticed some days, whereas they might be overlooked another day. Often it feels discouraging when these things happen, but I am learning to slowly divert my focus onto the intention instead of the outcome. Practicing detachment from the results doesn't mean that I don't care anymore. I sincerely care about doing my duty, but I am trying to not focus on the results. When I finish working on a task, I am learning to just let it go and allow myself to experience the peace that follows. A key component of homemaking involves taking care of the home environment. This includes cleaning, tidying, organizing, and decluttering all the different areas of the home regularly. As a perfectionist, when I am cleaning around the home, it can be so easy to want to make it as flawless as possible. However, I try to remind myself that most of the time it's better to just clean to a good enough standard and then leave it. There is no need for perfection all the time. If things are not put back in their places immediately, like toys scattered across the floor while children are playing and exploring, it is perfectly acceptable to leave it that way until the end of the day, because a home is meant to be lived in. Rather than prioritizing perfection and beautiful aesthetics, I am striving to give more importance to the comfort and functionality that my home provides to us. Nowadays, I think that many people regard a home as an extension or a reflection of the people living in it, especially the one who is mainly responsible for its daily maintenance. This idea makes a reforming people pleaser like myself feel like my home echoes my self-worth or achievement, even though I know it's not true. In fact, I am now in the mindset that I should treat my home as a property that I am responsible for managing. By letting go of any excessive attachment to my home, I hope to cultivate more peace while performing my daily homemaking duties. Also, in relation to this idea, I am becoming more mindful of the many physical things that we all tend to hold on to in our home because we feel emotionally attached to them. I know that by slowly letting go of these items, it will start to establish more serenity in my home. Another essential aspect of homemaking is preparing meals for the whole family. Working in the kitchen, especially when cooking Indian food, can take up several hours of time and consume a lot of physical and mental energy, from planning healthy, nutritious meals and shopping for the ingredients, to chopping, cooking, and serving the food. I often feel like maybe my efforts go unnoticed. Sometimes, if I have prepared a meal with love and someone didn't like or eat it, I used to feel disheartened. But over time, I have been trying to let go of these feelings. I prepare meals with love and care. I offer them to Krishna first, and then when I serve it to my family, I leave the results up to Krishna. I realize that I am only in control of my own actions and intentions, not any subsequent results, nor other people's actions. By shifting my mindset like this, I feel liberated and content. Being a homemaker includes countless responsibilities, including, but not limited to, preparing meals, managing the whole home, running errands, and taking care of children and other family members. Often, there are so many smaller tasks that need to be done every day, and it's not always possible to get it all done all the time. When things don't go according to plan, I can instantly feel disappointed with myself, but I am endeavoring to accept the reality that I am not in control of the results that I see. I am learning to use the container method to perform my duties, then close the lid on any worries I may have about the outcomes. This allows me to let go of any disturbing thoughts and be fully present in what I am doing next. Homemaking is a round-the-clock responsibility, and therefore I am now appreciating more the importance of taking time to rest regularly. As much as doing your duties is important, it is impractical to fulfill these duties to your best ability if your own energy is depleted. I used to think that if I'm not constantly doing something useful, then I am being lazy, not realizing that without a break, I may be still working, but it can never be as productive. I like to now remind myself that I cannot pour from an empty cup, so I need to make sure that my cup is filled up first. Recently, I have been starting to make small shifts in my mindset and actions on this topic of being detached from the results in everyday homemaking. As I have been going about my daily homemaking duties, whenever I feel things are not going the way I had anticipated, I still feel disheartened sometimes. However, after plenty of reflecting on Krishna's words in the Bhagavad Gita, I am recognizing when these feelings are impacting me, and I immediately take a moment to pause, take a step back, and try to see the bigger picture. Usually, I become aware of how insignificant my worries are, and so I remember the most important lesson about detachment from scriptures: to do my duties sincerely and just let go of any attachment to the results. Thank you for spending a few quiet moments with me. Until next time, may your days be calm, your heart balanced, and your home filled with harmony. Yours sincerely, Sona.